Hello. I am going live on my Instagram, so if you're catching this on YouTube, I go live as often as I can for meals on my Instagram, and it's Her Hearts at Home, and there's a period between each one, but I'll also post it here in the description. So if you want to catch these live, you can join me on Instagram as well. But I am just going to start working on dinner. Wednesdays are really busy for us. We are gone a lot of the day, and then we have dance at night. So Wednesdays are either crock pot meals or breakfast for dinner, and so I'm doing breakfast for dinner tonight, and we are going to have strawberry pancakes, and I'm going to show you how I take store-bought pancake mix and I make it better and I make it into strawberry pancakes. Hello! So I'm gonna get going, and so I will show you what I'm doing. And in my blender I have about a cup of strawberries. You could use frozen. They're gonna put off more liquid than fresh ones are. I have fresh ones. I took the strawberries from our strawberries that were looking a little funky and maybe a little soft to eat. So I've got approximately a cup of strawberries in there, and I need to get my milk out. The amount of liquid you're going to add is going to vary based on the pancake mix that you're using. So I'm doubling mine, and it would call for 2/3 cup of milk or water. I'm using milk, so I'm just going to add some milk right in here. I've got about a cup here, so I'm just going to start out with 2/3 cup of milk to it. So basically we are turning the strawberries into liquid that you would use in your pancakes. It's really good for kids who don't like pieces of fruit in their stuff, or like, I don't like warm fruit unless it's like bananas, so this is good because then it's kind of already like pulverized. So I'm gonna blend this up first. So it's going to get loud here. Yeah, you can have those. Does everybody else's kids like come downstairs starving at dinner time? They're always wanting food at dinner time. All right, I'm gonna pulverize these real quick, so it's gonna be loud here for a minute. And ideally I would have liked to use my smaller individual one because it has the extract function, but that was dirty. So, okay. So that is good and pulverized. So you're going to use this as your liquid for your pancakes. So I'm gonna go ditch this blade quick so nobody cuts themselves on it. These Ninja blenders are amazing, but they're really, really sharp. Okay, so I've got my strawberry and milk puree in here. It's like liquid, and I'm going to just dump it into my bowl. I've got 3 eggs in here. The pancake mix only calls for 2, but what's an extra egg? It's just extra protein. So I've got my 3 eggs in there, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in all of my strawberry milk puree. So like I said, if you use frozen, you're probably going to use less liquid because there's always extra liquid in the frozen ones, and obviously you're going to need to puree it longer. Okay, and then I'm going to add in some vanilla. I always add in vanilla to our pancake mixes. It just takes it to the next level. Okay, and it's going to mix this up. So it's fun because it turns the pancakes kind of a pink color without using any dyes or food coloring. They're not like pink, but they have like a pink hue to them. I've done this with raspberries, I've done this with blueberries. So raspberries and blueberries, I actually did strain them through like a fine mesh strainer. You could use cheesecloth because the seeds of the raspberries are really large and I don't feel like they break down as well in the blender, and the blueberries, the skin, and that just isn't as appealing in the pancakes. The strawberries are no problem though. So I've got 3 eggs, so 2/3 cup of milk blended with about a cup of strawberries and some vanilla in here. Then I'm going to add in my pancake mix. So this calls for 2 cups. So that's what I'm going to start with. I can always add in more if I need to, if there's too much liquid, but that's what I'm going to start with. Obviously, you know, with pancake mix, you can add more. Talking in that picture, trying to do. Add more pancake mix or milk, whatever you need to make it the consistency of the pancakes that you want. So, I'm just gonna mix that in. What are you having for dinner? I want to know. I love breakfast for dinner. It's one of my favorites. And I'm going to make some scrambled eggs to go alongside this. So just keeping it real simple. And I'll show you what we're going to top these with as well. Okay, so I think this is a pretty good consistency. I'm going to add some flaxseed in, and so I might need to thin it out a little bit. But you can see it's just like a light pale pink, and you can see all the speckles of the strawberries in it. So I've got some ground flaxseed. I'm opening a brand new bag. This one's from Costco. This is a gigantic bag. My last one was from Aldi. But I was like, go big or go home, right? I mean, we love flaxseed. You can add it into it a lot. It's super great for adding in extra nutrients. You can do it in smoothies, oatmeal, yogurt, and more. I add it into pancakes every single time I make them. Waffles, anything like that, baked goods, you can add it in easily. Steak, dried potatoes, green bean medley, and fresh bread. Ooh, that sounds so good. Steak sounds amazing. Fried. I was like, what's a dried potato? Fried potatoes. That sounds amazing as well. I love steak. It's so expensive. I did get that beef when we went to Fresh Time, and we had some beef with our fajitas, but we had other meat. So I love steak. Where do you get your steak from? Do you get it locally, or do you have like a favorite grocery store you get it at? And then what kind of bread? Just like regular bread, or did you make it like a certain kind? Anyways, okay, I'm gonna add in my flaxseed, and I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of flaxseed in here. So sometimes the flaxseed thickens it up a little bit. Ooh, your local market is having a meat sale. Oh, nice. We have not had any good sales around here at all. I did find some like beef sausages, beef hot dogs on sale at Azure. So I have those in my cart. So we're gonna try some all beef hot dogs. It's actually from a local farm. Well, local meaning a half hour away from us, but I am gonna try it through Azure and see if I like it, and if the products are good, then I'm gonna order directly from the company. But just for 1 or 2 things, it was easier to do it with Azure. Honey oat. Ooh, yummy. That sounds good. Okay, so I've got my flaxseed in here. Everything's all mixed. That did darken it up a little bit. And then the last thing I'm gonna add, and if I need to right before I cook them, I can always add in a little bit more milk. But the last thing I'm adding is white chocolate chips, because white chocolate and strawberries go beautifully together. So I actually got some organic, well, it wouldn't be fair trade for the white chocolate because it's not actually chocolate, but their chocolate chips are fair trade, but organic white chocolate chips from Azure as well, and they're really, really good. So add in some white chocolate chips. Mix it up, and then I'll just let the batter sit for just a few minutes before I cook them, and I always use my griddle. So that is that for the batter. So I've added strawberry to it, made it a slightly pink color, and then for the top I have some powdered sugar, some fresh cut strawberries. We're going to top it with that, and then I'm going to use this Autumn Wood Farm, which is a local company for us. This is heavy whipping cream. So I am really excited to try this one. I typically do buy organic heavy whipping cream anyways, but this one is local and it was at Fresh Time, and like it looks amazing. I can see the layers of cream inside of there, so you know it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna whip this up. So we're gonna have fresh made whipped cream, so I'll put vanilla in it. We'll do that on top with some strawberries and a little bit of powdered sugar with some scrambled eggs on the side. And I've got a tiny bit of Monterey Jack cheese left over from our fajitas that was also in my Azure order that I'm going to put in the eggs. So that's that. I am going to share this as a video like I always do, post it on my YouTube. So if you're catching it on there, join me on Instagram and have a wonderful rest of the night.